Headlines of this bulletin. Leaders of Cần Thơ City jointly chaired the meeting of the steering board for implementing the planning of Cần Thơ City in 2021-2030 phase with a vision to 2050. The Veteran Associations of Cần Thơ Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism organizes third Congress of 2022-2027 tenure. Emulation Block No. 1 of Cần Thơ City Youth Union implemented a block-level youth work of a playground for children. Hello, it's great to see you again here in this edition of Cần Thơ News, and I'm back with the latest updates. On March 18th afternoon, member of Party Central Committee, cum Secretary of Cần Thơ Municipal Party Committee Lê Quang Mạnh, Standing Vice Secretary of the Municipal Party Committee, cum Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Council Phạm Văn Hiếu, and Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trần Việt Trường, jointly chaired the meeting of the steering board for implementing the planning of Cần Thơ City in 2021-2030 phase with a vision to 2050 to be reported on the planning progress and give comments on important contents of the planning. According to the presentation of the consulting unit, the highlights of the general planning of Cần Thơ City is that the city shall be the heart of the Mekong Delta region by 2030, developed into a center for the trading of agricultural products and a high-value production center of Mekong Delta, with the aim of becoming the most livable city in Vietnam in 2050. In the planning, the consulting unit also compares Cần Thơ City and other cities and regions in the world, thereby giving the orientation, vision, and outlining the most suitable scenarios for the development of Cần Thơ City in time to come. In his remarks made at the meeting, Secretary of Cần Thơ Municipal Party Committee Lê Quang Mạnh emphasized that the integrated development planning of Cần Thơ City to 2030 with a vision to 2050 is one of the most important strategies. The Department of Planning and Investment needs to provide sufficient documents for the members of the steering board to spend time researching, updating information, reviewing and re-evaluating the contents to match with the managed sectors and fields. The City Planning Council and the City People's Committee received comments and suggestions on contents related to this planning. In the part related to the strategy, there must be a key industry for the development of Cần Thơ City. As for the consulting unit, a group of international experts with in-depth expertise in each field should be added to concentrate resources on planning implementation and at the same time pay attention to the list of projects for the planning to attract foreign and private investors to invest in the city. On the morning of March 19, the Veteran Association of Cần Thơ Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism organized its third Congress of the 2022-2027 tenure. In the past tenure, the Veterans Association of Cần Thơ City encountered multiple difficulties in terms of organization, new member development, and the restriction of activities due to the impacts of COVID-19 pandemic. But with the solidarity, creativity, and efforts exerted by officials and members, the Veteran Association of the department has successfully carried out the set forth resolution. The Congress reviewed the 5-year implementation of the Congress resolution in the past term, discussed the orientation, goals, missions, and solutions for the coming term, and contributed to the draft documents to be submitted to the 7th Congress of the Vietnam Veterans Association and the Veterans Association Congress of Cần Thơ City People Authority Party Office Block. The Congress also voted for the Association President and Vice President and a delegation attending the 5th Veteran Association Congress of Cần Thơ City People Authority Party Office Block of 2022-2027 tenure. In celebration of the 7th Veterans Association Congress of Thới Lai District of 2022-2027 term, over 50 leaders of the Party Committee, the People's Committee, the Veterans Association, and Youth Union members of Thới Lai District have recently launched a tree planting campaign against landslide. Accordingly, 1,000 mangrove apple trees have been planted on the riverbanks to prevent landslides in the communes of Thới Thuận B and Thới Hiệp A. Previously, the Veterans Associations of Thới Lai District coordinated with the Party Committee and People's Committee of Đông Bình Commune to hand over a house of comradeship to Veteran Association member Nguyễn Thanh Hoàng, who is residing in Đông Giang A hamlet in Đông Bình Commune and is in housing difficulties. Emulation Block Number 1 of Cần Thơ City Youth Union has recently coordinated with the People's Committee of Cần Thơ Commune of Phong Điền District to organize the groundbreaking ceremony for the block-level youth work of a playground for children located at Trường Tây Preschool in Cần Thơ Commune. The project of the playground for children consists of different components of renovation and adding some playground equipment like slides, swings, seesaws, and an outdoor play system, meeting the entertainment and physical needs of over 170 children of Trường Tây Preschool. The total fund for implementing the work is 10 million Vietnam dong, mobilized by the Emulation Block Number 1 of Cần Thơ City Youth Union. 50 youth union members and young people contributed labor days to finish and put the project into use, expectedly in April 2022. From Phu Thê, or the husband and wife cake that won the first prize in the Saturn Cake Festival 2015 and many gold and silver prizes afterwards, the Phu Thê cake has been exploited effectively in daily businesses, especially in the tourism business in Sơn Islet by local people. Residents here are now preparing the two types of special cakes for the upcoming Southern Folk Cake Festival to be slated in early April this year.
Sơn Islet is one of the destinations that have been well known for people at home and abroad. Today, we would like to invite you to Sơn Islet to test one kind of special Phu Thê cake. It's the midst of one that ever won the first prize of the 4th Southern Folk Cake Festival 2015. Phu Thê cake stuffed with meat and salted egg is more delicious than other kinds of the cake. It's the cake that has been passed on by members of Bé Bảy family for more or less 100 years, which is the special thing about the cake. The special thing about the cake is the way we make Chinese sausage, with 7 different flavors that are not too pungent but have enough fragrance of hops. It's the reason that makes people forever remember this kind of Phu Thê cake. After winning the first prize, I studied how to be able to preserve the cake for a longer time. One of the ways is to use vacuum bags, which are both nicely decorated and preserved for as long as 1 year if stored in refrigerators. Many cakes have won the first prize, the gold and silver prizes in Sơn Islet. How efficiently do we exploit them in the tourism business? I advertise my product. After winning prizes, the quality of the cake must be maintained. We also demonstrate how to make the cake for visitors to enjoy right on spot. Visitors love it. How to package the cakes for convenient transport is the other way to keep the cake be more famous. In these two ways, the post-Southern Folk Cake Festival is developed. There are 2 alum cakes to participate in the festival. In this year's festival, we will bring to the festival the most distinguished features preserved by our ancestors and probably adopted by our families. The other cake that we will bring to the festival is Tech, or the cylindrical glutinous rice cake. With brand new and nutritious ingredients and careful preparation, we can persuade the children board.
Coming up next, we have the updated weather forecast. Weather Updates has also wrapped up today's edition of Cần Thơ News. To watch our bulletins again, you can log on to our website at canthtv.vn. And now, thank you so much for tuning in. Goodbye and see you next time.